look at myself as if I'm looking at myself for the very first time. And I drop down to do a squat, and when I come up, I have this overwhelming feeling of like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, is this what I really want? Where am I going? How did I get here? Like, I don't know what's going on around me and who is in my life or the things that I'm doing that I think that I want, and I'm completely miserable. And it hit me for the very first time. And, that moment I decided everything around me externally I can change, but it's not really changing until I change something in here.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to your first moments of aha. We want you to understand that nobody is coming to save you. But the good news is that we truly believe that everything that you're looking for is already inside of you and that you're already the hero of your own life. So first, my name is Jonathan Dugan.
Hi guys, I'm Mackenna Dayton.
And we're going to be your hosts. And the goal of this show to represent what moments of aha is, we are going to be talking about moments of awakening, moments of epiphanies, moments that have changed your life where something has happened where you can't live the same life again and you transform your life. And what we call that is transformational ahas. Now, the biggest goal of this show is to highlight internal traits, because why do people seek heroes? It's because they want someone to save them, and it's an external either person or experience or materialistic thing to make them feel better about themselves or about their lives. So we believe the hero actually lies within us. Every single one of us, we all have our own inner hero. And so there's certain internal traits and qualities that we're all born with. But we bring people on this show that have developed and practiced these internal qualities to the point where they become superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Superpowers. So the goal of Moments of Aha is to highlight people's moments of awakening and how that trajected them forward to accomplish their dreams or to reach their goals and desires. So, things like love and faith and appreciation and trust and forgiveness and intuition, these are all traits and elements that we're all born with. But these people that we're going to bring on the show have done the work to strengthen these powers within them. And now they're living their life to fruition, and they're achieving all the things that they want to achieve. And because they've taken control of their life and they are now the hero of their own story. So bringing people on, it's everyday people. We've already interviewed a couple of friends, and so we've done a chef. We've done a person who's working for NASA and creating the first spaceship to launch to the moon with a woman, first woman to land on the moon. So it's kind of just like all across the board of people who we're going to be interviewing, because we believe that everybody's journey looks really different, but we think that the tools are all the same. So if we can highlight all of these tools, then you can figure out how to integrate them into your life.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing that we want you to understand are that Mackenna and I, we are normal, everyday people. And anyone that you watch on TV, anyone that you listen to, anybody that you follow as a coach or mentor, they're going to say the same exact thing: normal, everyday people. And we want you to understand that those are who we are interviewing as well, for the everyday people. These are everyday heroes that we're interviewing. Because if we can do it, I think anybody can. I know anybody can. The thing is we just put our set up this last week, and we've transformed, just creating all of this is so much fun, and it's challenging, and it's such a learning curve. And even being in front of the camera, sometimes I just black out and I don't even know what I'm saying. And it's crazy because you try to put on this, you talk on the telephone, right? Mm-hmm. We all do. And we put on that telephone voice. Well, it's 100 times more intense when the camera's on you. And so, we're just learning as we go. And we want to encourage you all whatever dreams that you have, it's attainable. And we encourage you to go for your dreams. We want you to create dreams. We were all taught as children to, fantasize about what you want to be when you grow up. And nobody really taught us how to sustain that dreaming embodiment of what it's like to continue your dream, to take actions in your dream, to learn new tools so that you do accomplish your dreams. That dreams are actually attainable for reality. Many people do it. People do it every single day. People change their lives every single day. And we're just two people that was living one way, and we had our own moments of aha, or even multiple moments of aha that completely transformed our life, so that we were living one way and we can never live that way again. And so I'm curious, Mackenna, if you can share kind of your moment of aha and how your transformation began.
Yeah, definitely. So it started about a little over 2 years ago. And I was a cocktail waitress on the Strip. And at this point, I was really wanting to audition for the pools, because I've heard rumors you can make like $100,000 in one summer. And I was like, who doesn't want to do that? Like, maybe after I get this money, I'll know what it is I want to do with my life. Yeah. So I started working out really hardcore and, starting to change external things in my environment, as far as like I started waking up and going to the gym, and I started eating healthier, and just what I could within my control I was doing. And then one day I went to the gym, and I'm at the squat rack, and I put the weights on, and I'm standing there and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I step back with the weights, and I look at myself as if I'm looking at myself for the very first time. And I drop down to do a squat, and when I come up, I have this overwhelming feeling of like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, is this what I really want? Where am I going? How did I get here? Like, I don't know what's going on around me and who is in my life or the things that I'm doing that I think that I want, and I'm completely miserable. And it hit me for the very first time. And that moment I decided everything around me externally I can change, but it's not really changing until I change something in here. And so I got out of a bad relationship. I completely uprooted my whole entire lifestyle. I took over a house all by myself. I started trying to work more. I started to do meditation. I started to be interested in learning, started reading self-help books, and everything just kind of flooded in all at once. And I started to have direction and clarity as to who I am and what I want in this world. And now I'm at this point in my life where I can literally step outside and put my feet in the grass and shut off all of what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened 5 minutes ago, and look up at the sun and take a deep breath of air and feel like ecstasy, like complete embodiment and blissfulness in the present moment. And now that I've found that and I know that's attainable, it is my number one goal and purpose and passion in life to show others how to get there. And it starts with a moment of aha. And so that's why we are going to bring on people to help share their stories and their strengths and their failures so that you can find what works for you.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful story. And I think that a lot of people find themselves in that situation where there's just this moment where you've been living life, and it's not that life is bad by any means. It's actually a pretty good life, but you just catch yourself in this moment where, aren't I here for a little bit more than this? And aren't I worth more than what I've been giving myself?
Yeah.
And in those type of moments, that's where the awakening happens. The questions of who am I and what am I here for? And, just to get to know myself a little bit better through my moment of aha or moments, mine actually started with traveling. And, there's a big difference between vacation and to travel. And my first time out of the country, I've been in 19 different countries, and the first time I was out of the country, I went to Ireland. And I went to about 6 other countries in this the same trip, but my first stop was Ireland, and I had so much anxiety built up, and I just have replay what my parents have told me, for the last, 22 years of my life at this point. My dad's someone who watched crime stories and CSI stories on repeat, and it's, his thing is just like nowhere safe. Everybody's out to get you, and that was the story that he's always told me. And so I've kind of embodied that a little bit, and I didn't even know that I did, but I was in this country, and it was Ireland, and obviously I look like I'm Irish, and so I look like the part. It's not like I'm really out of my comfort zone. It's not like I'm speaking a different language or anything like that. And I remember holding my suitcase so tight on these cobblestone floors, and I was just going really fast, and I was just like so much urgency to get to the room, to shut the door and be like, like, we're safe, Yeah. And it's just like what I learned in that month living in other countries is that there are some really amazing people in this world, and the world is way bigger than we can ever imagine. And you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. And that was just the first moment. And the second moment probably transformed my life more than anything else. And that's when my best friend, my childhood friend, he passed away. And that completely changed my life forever. It changed my relationship in spirituality. It changed my relationship in my career. It changed my relationship with everything in my life. And so I'm so grateful for moments that may be perceived as challenges or traumatic experiences that actually are for you if you're willing to open your eyes up, receive it, and take action.
Yeah. Contrast is good, right? The bad things in life are only bad if you label them that way. They can really be beautiful eye openers and make you realize what it is you actually do want. If that doesn't feel good and that's bad, then what's good? And start going towards that. Like we all have this internal guidance system, and that's what we call at our Business to Heroes Academy, the internal hero. And like we said earlier, the tools are all the same to connect to that hero. It looks different, but the tools are the same. And so I am just so excited. I cannot wait to start to see all of these heroes show up in their life, take ownership of their reality, and begin to transform.
Absolutely. We couldn't be more excited for you to be here with us. And, this is just Moments of Aha. The podcast is actually just one branch of what we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're a Heroes Academy. And, it started out with a few friends bringing a business together. And now it's down to Mackenna and I. And we're just so passionate about helping individuals find that inner hero within them all. And so there's different spaces in which we help you connect with your inner hero. There's coaching, there's yoga, meditation, there's monthly webinars that we'll be doing. If you live in the Las Vegas Hype, community is huge. The thing is what we've learned on our journey is that community is key. Friendship, connection is key. You are the 5 people that you spend the most time with, right?
Yeah.
Or 5 ideas. And so we're building community to have a real community. It's not about, obviously, we want to scale to as many people as we can because today's day and age, more than ever, needs this information. So we want to scale. But more importantly, if you're the only one watching right now, I really hope we speak to you and make a difference in your life because, with my friend passing, I adopted this one belief system. And that one belief system is that one person can change the world. And the reason being is because he changed my world so much that I now understood what people said, that spiritual teacher said that we change the world. One person can change the world. I now understand it to the core of my being. And I would like to do a ripple effect from the energy that he transferred over to me, to everybody else. And even if it's just one of you that captures what we have to say, or our guests, that you relate to one of our guests, I really just hope that speaks to you. So community is huge. And we just whether it's small or large, it's about the connection. It's about the vulnerability. It's about the intimacy and the loyalty of the community. And so we do hikes every month. We do a males, females, and co-ed. And we have online courses coming and also retreats to look forward to.
Yeah, we got a lot of things in the works for a Heroes Academy. Back to your point about community, though, there's just one thing I want to say. When I began this self-development journey, I felt really, really lonely. And luckily, I had this guy in my life to be able to like talk about these things with, because my life was dramatically changing. Once I started to change internally, externally, everything changed. And it felt like lonely, like my ego, my identity was dying, and I had to become a brand new person. And that meant that the people that I loved sometimes didn't necessarily relate to the things that I was into nowadays. So why community is so huge to us, to create a community online with the Heroes Academy and with Moments of Aha, but also here in the Las Vegas area, is because you deserve to have people around you that love and support you and give you direction and clarity and a space to feel both free and held. And so please, if you live in the Las Vegas area, come hike with us. Come as you are. All are welcome. Truly, we want everybody in on this. We are trying to change the world, people. So what Jonathan was saying about the ripple effect, when you start to change internally, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Your friends see a difference in you.
Yeah.
It's
contagious.
Brothers and sisters and your children. If you're a parent, there's nothing more precious in the world than Grayson Wilder, right? And that's, our son. And, with that, if you're a parent, your example means something. And so the more you change your life and step into that leadership role and step into that inner hero, you're going to directly influence their life. And the thing is, your parents will see a difference. Your best friends. And, that's where the ripple effect goes to, is that it is contagious. And it's, at first it's like, whoa, you've changed. What's going on over there? They are lost. They don't know what they're doing. It's like, I just remember when you're figuring stuff out for yourself for the first time and your eyes are open for the first time, everyone from the outside will not necessarily understand it, but this community does. And that's where I've fallen in love with the new friendships in the last 6 months, just friendships like family. It's, I never knew I could connect to people on the things that I'm interested in, personal development and spirituality, and that, I grew up religious, and, now, I'm more spiritual than I've ever been, but I wouldn't claim myself to be religious. And how many people are in the same exact category as that is mind baffling. But at first it was scary to step out of religion into just knowing that we're taken care of by this source of all creation that is watching over us in all religions and all non-religions and all science and all non-science. It doesn't even matter, it's what works for you and what do you connect with. And the thing is that there's more of us on this journey than you can ever imagine. And, all we are is the vessel to connect it to it. Anyways, enough rambling on. The most important thing we want you to know is integrate what you hear and what you know. If you want a different life, you have to do different things. And that means you have to practice them and experiment with them and experience them, so.
Yeah, you get to listen to all of the moments of aha from all these different people that we're going to bring on, and you get to eat the watermelon and spit out the seeds. And that's my favorite metaphor, because when I was getting into this journey, I was just absorbing all of this information. And it's so important through this journey to stay open to all of it. Allow all the information to come in. What resonates, hold on to. What doesn't, throw out. You don't have to adopt the whole belief system of anything. You can pick and choose and cherry pick your way through life. And it's way more liberating. And what you accept as your truths are your truths. They don't have to be anybody else's. And that's the beauty of it all. So
Yeah.
we're really excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our first moment of AHA. And we are so excited to walk with you in your journey.
Definitely. And please subscribe. Instagram, follow us at A Heroes Academy. For YouTube, it is A Heroes Academy, Moments of AHA. And please comment, engage. We want to get to know you. We want to interact with you. If you have any questions or any topics that you want us to talk about, we'll definitely do that. We also have weekly AHA, so we'll have tips of the week that will be just 2-minute tips of, little things. Like Mackenna this week is going to do a breathing exercise with you about belly breathing, So, there's a lot of fun things coming, but the most important thing is to engage, because we want to meet you in real life, not through a computer, not through a screen or anything like that. We're real people that want to connect with real people, and that's all. So we're sending you so many blessings, love, and abundance right now. Stay safe during this time. And until then, we hope that you align with your inner hero.
Bye, guys.